So just something that will come up and we can go. We have an impervious addendum. So depending on the plan and the lot, the one I sold yesterday had 1,100 feet left of pervious area, and their pool decking was going to be 1,500. So we have to get 400 of pavers. So Arabella, everything that's standard in all of our houses. This is a Mannington engineered hardwood floor. This comes standard in all of our houses, 6.5 inch. It comes in multiple colors. We put it in every room in the house except the bedrooms. Usually it's standard at the master. 10-foot ceiling standard in all of our homes, 8-foot solid core doors, conditioned crawl space foundations. Twin Lakes makes you do casement windows. It's Pella, lifetime warranty. This client in their little office added pocket doors and they added this little built-in in here. So this plan has a first floor office, guest room, and primary suite.
Okay.
So that's good. Just plumbing in there. Yeah, kind of hidden in the front on this plan. This, again, is a very functional floor plan. Does that make sense? Like if you have like 3 kids, there's an exercise room, a bonus room, a celery pantry. There's just a lot of bedrooms in this house. All right, so let's go to the heart of your trim package you get in all the houses. There's 10-inch baseboards, 9-inch crown. There'll be ceiling details, depends on the plan. There'll be a proffered ceiling. The house that Smalls do, they'll have a 2-story great room here. This, though, the heart of the home is very similar to every single home that we build with Plain. It'll have a family room that opens to the kitchen, that opens to a breakfast room, that opens to the covered veranda. A lot of our clients do the built-in radiant porch heaters in the ceiling. They elected to keep just the simple, basic concrete out here versus flagstone or travertine. Again, Innovative did this pool, very simple. They did a little outdoor grilling station that they're completing. You added a couple doors here. Again, side, you get full side, usually to the corners of the house. I think he paid a little more to get some more side. You'll usually get seasonal straw in the back. They added a fence. The kitchens, all of our kitchens are spectacular. Tops and your lighting, soft close, custom cabinet drawers, full extension drawer blinds. Looks like the fridge doesn't come in. We have Sub-Zero Wolf packages, Sub-Zero Wolf Coat packages. They opted to do a pot filler. You know, all of our hoods are, you can generate. These lights, I haven't ever seen these lights. I don't know if I like them or not. They're huge.
I like them.
Oh,
I like them.
And this,
I like big lights though.
everybody's doing this right now. Everybody's doing that. Everybody's doing that finish right now.
The wood, yes.
I didn't like it 6 months ago. Now I'm kind of like, okay, everybody's doing it. It must be cool. And I know your client said they want celery, right?
Yes.
So this is just gives you a good example of doing a
nice.
second fridge and a sink and a wine cooler. You know, all your pots and pans and stuff. So, and again, you get to design it with our cabinet makers or whatever they want, which is nice. They did a cool bathroom, which is just a plain side bath. I think they're installing their little. They haven't put the grill in yet or the fridge in here, but I think that's a good example. This wasn't part of the house. They added this little grilling station. They said, "Hey, can we do a grilling area?" You're like, "Sure, okay."
Yeah, and that he would like that pavilion.
Yeah,
over
that
there.
actually that is a realtor that built. I know the little builder they used in here, and I know what he built it for, and he flipped it. He lived there a month, and he sold it and made $800,000. That's what a lot of clients are doing. It is crazy what the market has been doing. It's just this was originally where the pantry was. Everybody takes our plans. And they're like, hey, can we move this one? And they all do that. The laundry is not sexy in this house at all. But I really like these cabinets. So this is like
nice cabinets, nice storage.
It's all you need. It's a depressing room to begin.
Yeah,
It doesn't have
it's got a pocket door. Yeah.
It's not what could have been.
So there's not. They turned the pantry into the laundry, so there's not a pantry.
We're not going to build this Arabella for them because it doesn't fit. So, but just giving you an example. Yeah. They said it depends on the plan. A lot of our primary suites will have the vaulted ceiling, which is cool. Lots of natural light.
Do you happen to know what the measurements of this?
Yeah, I think our Arabella, this is 17 by 14.
Okay.
And it really depends on the plan that we build. The primary suites are not, they're getting smaller every house we build. Nobody's doing big ones. You can do a king bed, you can do the nightstands, which I think you said your clients like. Mm-hmm. Pretty typical of what we build. Yeah, this is actually a really pretty shower. That stuff smells really good, guys. I don't know what it is. Don't smell that too loud. Okay? But it's pretty shower.
It's
Got
beautiful,
some natural
yeah.
light that comes in, has a little niche in there.
Yeah.
Very similar to all the bathrooms that we go. If you've been on our YouTube channel, you know, Daisy show stuff. This doesn't have dual closets,
Yes.
but it has a separation of the two.
Which is nice. Yeah.
Standard wood closets do not cost extra. It's actually MDF, fake wood. If they do drawers or cabinets, they will charge them a little bit more. But just open shelf, you get to design it with the cabinet maker.
Okay,
charge,
okay.
Right? 10-foot ceilings, again, they opted to paint these black, which is fine. We walk through this, I'm just trying to think, really nothing else to see. And these are bi-parting sliding doors.
Yeah.
Standard, you'll get this, will give you an 8-foot opening. If you want to spend $15,000, you can stack up. Slide them up. If you want them to disappear,
Big-
25. I mean,
Yeah.
it's your money. You'll do whatever you want to do.
Right.
But like I mentioned before, 8-foot solid core doors, conditioned crawl space foundation standard, Energy Star certified, structural engineers design all of our houses not required by code. Yeah. Where's an opportunity to build this plan? They would take this bonus room and remove the floor and it'd be a vaulted 2-story great room.
Okay.
And you could do that in this plan. It's funny, I sold it that way to the people from Boca. They're doing that. Because it has an exercise and a bonus, this house. So you don't need that, you know.
Yeah.
9-foot ceiling standard in our second floors. This house has a great walk-in storage, which none of the houses have, which I think is awesome.
That is great.
Below Christmas storage. There's
Yes.
even more over there if you need it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a lot of oxy rooms up here. They put a little barn door between their exercise and their bonus. They painted this dark. I think they're gonna do it for the movie. They did a little
Yes.
built-in over there, which is cool. You'll get hardwood stands, of course. Lots of options and railings. It's unlimited to their options, actually. Nothing fancy in here, just a boxy room. But give you an example, all the closets will look like this, standard, no upcharge on that. They'll get, you get to pick. There's no wire racks in our houses.
Right.
And I always say, go in all the closets, there's trim in all of our closets. There's crown and there's trim, which one of those cut corners. This is like a Jack and Jill maze. So
Yes.
this is a shared bathroom. They fix some funky tile.
I like this tile.
I like to see what people do in their secondaries because it's fun. It's personality, right? This Boca Raton client, their son Jacob, who's 20, is doing this room. He's like, I'm doing this room. Nice kid. He collects Harry Potter at 20 years old. He's doing a Harry Potter stand here. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go. I'll do it. 3 bedrooms up, a bonus and an exercise in this plan. It's 5.5 baths total. It's definitely a maze. This house is like this would be a good hide and seek house, right? Do they play hide and seek anymore?
I know.
And this just has access this back for the bonus rooms.
Right.
And a connection between the rooms. So again, it's a
Okay.
very functional house with lots of space if you need a bunch of bedrooms for a bunch of kids. They only
Yeah.
have one, but that's why we're doing the vaulted 2-story great room. Be more specific about land. Okay. So we're on lot 50 currently, all right? Lot 54, we'll drive by it. I'll take you there right now. It's 110 feet wide. There's not a tree on it. There's a berm in the back. Very similar to this lot, but wider. All these lots here are all the same, 110 width. And again, perfect to do your own plantings, do a pool. Sun sets here, sun rises here and sets over here. You get full sun on lot 54, right? Perfect lot. A builder loves this lot. Not much grading to do at all. It's ready to go. Little slope from left to right, but again, you want to have a tiny little bit of fall. It'll be flat in the backyard. 56 is now available. I've never even showed 56. I don't even know the dimensions of it. I don't think it gets a little narrower in the back. It's actually similar to this lot. It truly is. Not quite, because this is really wide at the front and narrow at the back. But 56 is open, 58 is open. All the big power towers are here. You don't really see them from the house. There's 2 big houses next to it, so you'd be in between construction that's already done, which is kind of nice. Then I have the strip of, I have 69 available, 70 and 71. I just sold 72. 73 and 74, I'm sorry. 73, 74 are available, 75 is a basement. So this whole strip is really all available except for 72. The mailbox kiosk is right across the street from 73. I had somebody who didn't want that. I'm like, okay. 14 sold yesterday. Just sold 21, just sold 22, just sold 55. So really, I have 8 lots left. These will have lots of woods and trees in the back, heavily wooded lots, a little more shaded, which is awesome. I personally would, my lot's like this because it's so hot here. You know what I mean? You get morning sun, and then she'll build in on lot 66, 2.8 million. 23, they love this modern home. They're from the Philippines. They're spending way over 3 million. Super clean lines. They would love that. They would love that house. Your people would love that house, but it's sold. So really, again, 54, I've slated it in Everly, and I'm going to sell in Everly because everybody likes that plan. Someone's going to buy in Everly, and they're going to get that lot. If these 3 people fell out, then I could build anything there. If I had the right person, I'd say I can build you any house you want there, but I'm being a smart guy, and I'm going to just build what we propose to build because I have a design plan.
Where else can you build in Everly?
It's terrible. Isn't that awful?
Because you don't have, it needs more impervious, or it needs to be
The
wider.
width. Yeah, I could investigate.
The power tower is
They're back, yeah.
well.
These lots will
and
never
seeing it from here.
when you come down the street this way, you'll see it. If you come around this way, again.
But what about from the house? From the
No, it doesn't affect this in any way. No one's ever said one thing. To me, you're driving down Theodore Cedar, and you'd see it here as you come into your property. You know what I mean? You'd see it.
Why are there so many power towers in
It's just Weddington. They're not buried underground. Like in Marvin, we bury them underground. It's just, it's all over Weddington. Nothing you can do about that. So this lot 40, it's 43 is not my listing. I talked to her. We're going to build for her. It's got a lot of dirt. It's got to be moved. There's some work. It is in a cul-de-sac. I love it. It's right around the corner. We don't own it. I think they're asking $500,000 for it, which is like 50 grand more than all of our lots. It's a pretty big lot. I could build any house there. So I sell other lots all the time. Like before we bought them off from the developer, I would just have to see what they had available. We bought them all. We bought all the lots. I don't know if I told you that. We bought the last 16 lots in the neighborhood to say, hey, they're all ours and we're building here now. So, but that is a third party owner. So they could, if it's still available, they could buy that lot for 500 grand. You know what I mean?
But
which
then
is 50
it would affect.
It doesn't affect us anyway. We don't care who buys it, who owns it.
But like,
we don't make any money in the lot.
It might affect. It was going to affect the price.
Yeah, they're going to spend an extra. So when they go under contract with Linear, if they do, they'll have a separate lot contract that'll say $450,000. It'll say Linear Homes owns a lot, and your client, it's a lot contract.
Yeah.
Then we're going to have a build contract, $1,450,000, whatever it is, and the lender blends the two together.
Okay.
That's just how we. So it doesn't matter. I don't care what it is.
Right.
And we are literally selling the lots for no profit.
Yeah.
There wasn't any profit in it when we bought them, so we're making money on the houses.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that gives you a little bit of nutshell. I started crying when I saw this. Like the dining room, which nobody uses the damn dining room anymore. It's the dumbest thing, but it'll look beautiful when you walk in. The 2-story foyer, 2-story study, 2-story vaulted primary, and then you vault the family room. Holy dramatic. And look at the pantry. Pantry, scullery, wine thing. That is so cool.
So tell me more about with it right now as designed with the bonus room. What is this? What is this ceiling?
Yeah.
Is it
I
like
think
this?
there's optional beams in there. I think I can't read that small, but I think it says optional beams. Again, I have the.
But this height.
Yeah, it's 10 feet. It's 10 feet. It's 10.
Okay.
Right,
So
right.
if they made this a 2-story, they would lose.
So you got to look upstairs. So you're screwed because they're going to need a game room.
They're going to lose this.
So what you'll have to do is this unfinished space over here. They can't because that's above the actually the primary is there. So there'll be we could maybe make a cute little room there. Again, you don't want a cute room to be a bonus room. That's the only thing, because it's got 3 bedrooms. They have 1 child. Sweet little kindergarten. So you could make bedroom 2 a bonus room and then have 2 bedrooms. I mean, again, that's the sacrifice. For me, I'm a square foot guy because I'm a realtor like you are. I want the square footage. Keep it like that. I would make that, bump it up a foot, make it 11 foot, so it gives you a little bit of volume, and then there'll be a step up. We can have a little step up into this room. We could probably even do 12 feet. We could do 12 feet here.
We can
do whatever we want.
Could it be coffered instead of beamed, like from a price point situation?
Jennifer, I'm going to tell you something. We're not Toll Brothers.
I know, right?
We are a full professional You can say, Roger, I want this wall to be 6 inches. We'll say, okay. Again, if I have somebody else to take it, I'm not gonna sell it to you, obviously. So.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want.
And
we
then-
have architects and our staff and our team.
With the, where's the downstairs?
Yeah.
So here's the guest, so it has this really large
Jeez.
closet,
I
so
never even said the plan.
could this be moved over so we could have a shower and a, like,
course.
is there a way to
course.
make this?
Third grader could do that. You and I could do it on a piece of paper.
I mean, it
We
looks,
don't want to move the outside walls.
Okay.
We can, but I don't want to.
Right.
But inside, who needs a closet that big? Dumbest thing I ever saw.
right,
Yeah.
okay.
Like most people. 249, 49. It wasn't ours. 4,900 square feet. It just went.
It was
It was the guy that
a
moved in.
resale.
Richard T. He's a realtor. He moved in, flipped it. We built this one. Can't tell you the name of this plan. The Canes just moved in. They have 2 kids, 16 and 11. Just sold lot 53. This is a spec package. They closed 2 days ago. We're building a beautiful. I love this plan. Oh my gosh, I can't build it anymore, so I'm not gonna tell you the name. But that's lot 53. Here's 54 where the Everly's going. It's 110 feet wide. It's like all the other lots. You can see just gentle slope topography this way. There will be a house next to that one. We're gonna privatize the heck out of this. Landscape it, privatize it. It's 110 wide. I just sold lot 55 next to that. Young couple, she's due on July 19th with her first baby.
Is there any easements on here? Is that a?
Great question. I do not believe so. There's the pin. I can send you all this. I have it actually in my email.
Where's the corner of the lot?
Right.
Okay, there it is. I
Right
see
here.
it.
Yeah, it's the width is really important. You need 110 feet to do the big houses. And it has
Okay.
110.
Okay.
But these people, I mean, they're a cute little couple. They bought and their parents bought. It was a 2 deal. They both bought at the same time. All right, let's go to these other lots. Oh, and the power lines, let's talk about the power lines. So if you go down the street here, this is Deodore Cedar. So we have the ability to sell this lot. So at this stake, this lot is available. So this is lot 56. So 56, obviously we're gonna remove those pine trees. It's pretty wide. I think it's got some decent width to it. There's an old resale way back. You can't see it. They planted some nice plantings. When you look at it on the map, it's a pretty good, and there won't be construction next year here. This will be done. So there's an available lot. And then again, you're looking at the ugly power lines, which some people could care less. They just built a $4 million house next door. This is lot 58, which I haven't tried to sell. We closed on it yesterday. We haven't cut the grass yet. But you can see it's fairly wide. And I think isn't that, it'd be nice to live next to that.
Yeah.
But that is kind of, you're going to come down here and be like, oh, I mean, it doesn't affect you in any way other than aesthetic. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah.
None of these houses cared.
Yeah.
And then if we go around the corner,
But you really can't see it from.
you totally can't see
four.
it. I've had people, you really can't. There's a playground. Yeah, it's so pretty. There's a little playground in the back, a little walking trail back here. Like, these lots are actually available. You can get them for free. I mean, not free, but those are always the last ones to sell. Like Skycroft. Okay, so around the corner here, I'll show you what we've got. Let me just tell Nick I'm going to see him at 12.
We can go working.
No, we're good. 12 p.m. Okay. Yeah, these are all sold. So we just sold. This is that big. The people that built 15 houses, they're building on lot 66. That's going to be the most beautiful home. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so pretty. All of our homes are beautiful. Sold this sweet little couple. They're 75 years old from this is the smallest house in the neighborhood. It's our Eastover plan, 3,500 square feet. We did it just for them. They're so cute. Their daughter lives around the corner. And this guy owns Taylor Roofing, Jeff and Angela Taylor. That's gonna be a real, oh my gosh, that's gonna be so nice when it's done. So lots that are available. This is lot 69. Lot 69, if you look, they're like, oh, there's houses back there. Those are 1 acre lots. It's an older neighborhood. You're not gonna see them because we're gonna put plantings back there, but it's fully wooded and trees. They're big, nice 1 acre lots. So 69's available, 70's available. Again, nice big flat open lot with trees behind it. There's that super modern, contemporary looking. They would love that. I mean, that's like over $3 million. But they're doing elevators and koi ponds and saunas, and it's gonna be so nice. But very minimalistic, right? 71 is available. I just sold 72. Super cool dude. He bought 2 houses for him and his family owners. People just keep doing that. 73 is available. This one up here. Get lots of woods and trees. It's flat. These are really nice lots. There's the mailbox kiosk across the street. So it's community neighbors, right? Like they're gonna all come here.
But if you're social.
Yeah.
And what is the acreage size on these lots?
These are all about a half an acre.
Okay.
It seems like more because there's big lots behind them. 74 has topo. If you do a pool, you're gonna have a lot of steps. 75 is a basement. We could do a basement really any of these. So somebody that's gonna build a big 78,000 square foot house is gonna build there.
Okay.
That's pretty though, right? You kind of get that. These lots are.
So this is the bigger lot.
This is it. Up on the hill. We have to cut all this. We have to take all this dirt and move it somewhere. Like we got to lower this to this level. That's so much work. Oh my god! But all I don't want to call it a fishbowl, but you're gonna have neighbor. I mean, you're gonna see 5 houses in your backyard.
Right.
Unless you landscape the crap out of it.
Yeah.
So if I'm spending 500 grand on that lot, I find one of our 4.
But it's a little bigger.
Yeah,
thing.
you could do a bigger. Yeah, we have to position it the right way. I would probably turn it. Yeah, anyway, we'll plan it the right way. But I was gonna build for her and her husband a little later. I met with her 3 times. Super nice lady. And if I had this lot right now, I'd sell it 10 times. I have it. This is the Indian guy that I'm 6 months.
Yeah.
That's 150 feet wide. We're building a castle. All right. Oh, and just for price point, all the remaining lots are 450, except all of these are 425. So all this stretch, they're 425 for the lots, right?
Even the basement lot?
Yeah. And 54, 56, and 58 are 450. So 425, 450.
Okay.
They're a little bit.
And is there going to be?
Yeah, they're not gonna leave it. Yeah, they're gonna want to
put some stuff.
They want stuff, and they're gonna want stuff. They're both gonna want stuff.
Between the houses.
Correct. I haven't tried to plant any house on this or this lot. I just haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
But depending on what they like, there's gonna be options.
Johnson.
If they call me up, addendum that says he has to build with us and we get some extra, you know what I mean? Like those sold, but
yeah. I wonder if you'd be able to sell it finance a lot more.
all right. Well, hey, I appreciate you. I told the whole team, looks like it's good. Lance called me, said it's good. They're all excited. They're like working on the plans. I'm like, oh shit. Oh well, screw Lance. Yeah, you're gonna have to call Sherry. Yeah, Sherry over at Liberty. She can get him approved. Yeah. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Okay. All right. Thanks for the bad news. Appreciate you. All right. Talk to you later. Okay. Bye. It's worthy to like take 2 seconds and look at this.
Yeah.
Because this lot, this is actually, it's 150 from this corner to the front. It's 150 feet wide. It's on this super expensive street. That's why I like this lot. I don't love the back of it, but you have to look at this. Let me just real quick show you something. Let's get out and I'll show you something. It's gently elevated, right? Not a hill, but it'll be pretty. It'll sit up pretty. And if you look at the backyard over here, and all these trees are gonna go. The house is gonna be there. Front of the house will be, in that area there. But if you look in the backyards over here,
Will there be this much of a slope between, or they will level this?
you want to be higher than lower, of course.
Right.
It'll be obviously graded for them. This is 0.63. I would do what they did, 2 lots over. Pool, a little bit of a terrace, and then you make your back. If you need like a flat area, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they just did a natural lane. This they did nothing, because you own to the back to the pin.
But there's a sewage.
It's so unusable.
There was a.
Yeah. There's like an ugly looking drain. Yeah. So, I mean, most people do that. They do a pool, a little bit of grass. I'm fine. They don't care. But maybe they want their little daughter to run around with the playground.
And that is like a.
It's funny. So that's the easement between their buildings. Like they had the same easement, and they did the grass there. So
Yeah.
again, if they want a big and half the neighborhood's going to drive by here in your backyard. You have to think about that.
Yeah. And
But-
this is just like a creek or something.
This
right there?
goes to the lakes. This feeds to the lakes.
Okay.
So the nice thing of this, you're not staring at the house. all those lots are looking in their family room. You know what I mean? So there's
Yeah.
pros
and cons, yeah.
And this is a 450 lot versus the 425 over there.
Right.
So much wider. There's more separation between houses. So.
Yeah,
And
wider
I would
lot.
just landscape the crap out of the back of this. I just put some Lelands around the back. Have your pool. And the sun rises and sets, so you get full sun. So,
And so there's like a little bit of a grade, but not as much. So some of this will be gone.
I mean, it's not pretty. Like, if you wanted to really do it right, you build a retaining wall and spend 50, 60 extra grand. Like,
Yeah.
it's just more money to spend it, but most of these people aren't looking for an acre giant lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
They want to have a nice house and a pool and a place to grow.
This is lot 54, and you can see the property stake right there. It's 100 feet across. And the other property stake is right there. It will back up to the backyard or the side of another house. There will be a house where these two trees are, and there'll be a house on this corner. From this angle, you do not see the power lines. So lot 54 is right there. There's lot 55. It's on the corner of Sugar Maple and I think it's Dieter Cedar Road. So this will be the side. So 54 is right over there. And then when I'm driving down this street, you can see the tower down there at the end. So that's the end of this corner lot, and really kind of there's a flag right there, which is probably the back corner of 54. This is 56. Those trees will be down and the house will be right there in the middle. And again, that power tower's down at the end. He has sold this lot. And there are a couple lots here. I wouldn't recommend those. And then the playgrounds and the walking trail is down there. Just a little playground. Where'd it go? There you go. The other option, this is a bigger lot and it would cost $25,000 more. It's on Pecan Cove. It's lot 14. So it's bigger across this way. There's two lots across the street from it, 22 and I'm guessing 23 that are sold and being built on. The mailbox thing is right there. But this is the street that had a resale home that had a sign that was, I called about and was already under contract. It's down here on the right, and it sold, or it was listed, I think, at 3.4. It was this house right here. And there's that. So this is a really pretty street. It's just a question of whether you want to be on that side. There's also the sewage drain line that runs on the very back of the lot. This is kind of the side of that lot, so you can see here the topography of it. And maybe the lot, I see a flag right there, it might end right there before you go down. And then there's kind of a creek back here. So you don't have a house behind you, but you know, you will, if you don't put some landscaping on the side, you will be exposed. right coming back around to the pickleball courts. I just wanted you to see this street. This is the first street when you come in the neighborhood on the left. I think that is lot 2, and there's water back there, and there's a little covered bridge, and it connects up to that next street. So I don't know if you saw that when we came through before. But there's some really beautiful homes on this street that a lot of them are already completed or are almost completed. So that was lot 6. This is lot 9. So this is Daisy Lane for when you look at a map, right out to Blue Church Road. And then you can see the water feature that's over there. And those homes right back there are on the cul-de-sac that are across from lot 54. See if you can see. So I really think lot 54 is like right over there. I don't know if I can zoom in enough. That's the house 2 doors down. And then there's more mailboxes, I guess, for this side.